For today's video, we're going to do something really fun. It's going to be an homage to one of my favorite creators that I've been watching for many years, as well as my very first palette bingo. If you're curious to see how this turns out, then please keep on watching. Well, hi guys. I'm holding a drink because for me, it's a Monday. And I know I should have had a video up today because I usually do my Martini Mondays on, well, Mondays. I haven't had a Martini Monday up for a few weeks. I'm not even gonna get into it. The gist of it is basically work, life, health, work, life, health, work, life, health. Rinse, recycle, repeat. I haven't been able to film in a while, just a lot going on, end of the school year upon us, so it's gonna get even more wild. I have 2 concerts coming up, so therefore even more wild, because I also have to find time to practice and rehearse. You get the gist. It's just busy. For the next month, filming is just gonna be very touch and go. But cheers for whatever day of the week this video ends up going up. If I don't get a chance to edit this in time to post later this week, I'm filming this on Monday, May 15th, then maybe this will be my Martini Monday next week. We shall see. But we're not here for my life craziness. We're here for a really fun palette bingo. My first time using some brand new brushes and a little homage to Angelica Nyqvist, who I've been watching for many years. In honor of her, I am drinking an Aperol Spritz, but let's face it, it's one of my favorite drinks too. I believe it's one of her favorite drinks. At least I remember her saying that in some video, who knows when. So cheers. Before we get into what this video is fully going to be about, let me introduce myself. For those of you that are new to my channel, hi, my name is Natalia. I'm a concert pianist who loves all things beauty. This is the year I'm trying to rediscover as well as discover a lot of items in my makeup collection that have been neglected or have never even been used. I'm trying to buy less. Hasn't always worked, but I'm trying. Maybe if you had watched my Sephora haul from a couple of weeks ago, you would think, girl, if this is you trying. Either way, for the most part, I really would like to focus more on my collection this year, and I have definitely tried quite a few products that I think if it wasn't for me filming, really putting my mind to trying things I already own, I'm not sure I would have gotten around to them this year, honestly. I have a long way to go. If you're interested in seeing a combination of the old and the new and seeing my journey, then I hope that you will stick around and subscribe. Go check out some of my other videos and let's jump in. The way this video started, and the idea for this video I got weeks ago, by now maybe even months, because when Angie released her own makeup brand and she started it off with a set of brushes, I of course immediately bought them. And when I say immediately, I mean like the minute they released. So I've had these brushes. These came super fast. I've had these brushes. I didn't look up when the release date was. I don't remember. But I've had these brushes for a while, I'm ashamed to say. The reason for why I haven't busted into these brushes is I keep wanting to film a first impressions. What I should have done at this point, considering how late to the game I am, is I should have been using these already and have been able to compare them to maybe other brushes in my collection. And I will definitely do that. I will come back with thoughts on these more in the future. But what I thought would be really fun to do, and as I said, I wanted to do this weeks, if not months by now ago, is pull out the 2 eyeshadow palettes that Angie collabed on and do a palette bingo using the brushes and using the palettes. So that is what we're gonna do today. I haven't filmed in a while. I am rusty. Let me hydrate myself. And let's first take a look at these brushes. So this is an eye brush set. Look how pretty. I don't even want to rip this sticker. I'm always the one that doesn't want to destroy the pretty packaging, but it's bound to happen. So I didn't even mention the new brand Angelica Nyqvist started is called SiNGE Beauty. Her favorite color is like a yellow, orangey yellow. I mean, she loves all things orange in makeup, and I believe she loves all things yellow in life. So I think she did a fantastic job with the yellow tissue paper and the with the orange tissue paper and sticker. And look at these beautiful handles. Aren't they stunning? These are so pretty. The premise to these brushes is that even though they are not natural hair, they're meant to imitate natural hair. I'm going to open them up, show them all to you guys, and then we're gonna get into our palette bingo. Here they are in all their glory. I love these handles. All right, let's see if I can do this in order. So we have the E01. I'm sure you guys have seen videos on these. This is a very nice, slightly pointed lid placement brush. I believe this is the one that Angie said is her favorite. I mean, I'm sure she loves them all. She created them, but here's the E02, which seems to be quite a detailed blending brush, or you could, I guess, pack first also with this one because it also has a bit of a point. Then we have the E03, which looks to be like a fluffier blender brush. I think I'm really, oh, they're so soft. I'm gonna really like that one, I think. The E04, which is another flat, but quite densely packed, but more rounded. If we were to compare the 01 and the 04, and you can see this one's a little bit more narrow, a little bit more pinched. They're both quite, yeah, this one's a little more pinched, the 01, but they're both quite bushy, and one just comes to a bit more of a point. And then finally the E05, which is the most detailed of them. So like to compare the 02 and the 05, you can definitely see the difference. Sorry, there's like extra fuzzies. Okay, we have the brushes. Now, let's talk about how we're gonna do the palette bingo, how I'm gonna do the palette bingo. I'm gonna actually have to jump off camera and film me doing the random
generator, cannot talk.
I'm gonna have to film the random number generator separately on my computer because I film on my phone, so there's no way I can really show you guys the random numbers. So the Club Nebula has 15 shades. If you've never seen it before, it is no longer available. Neither one of these palettes are, unfortunately. So we're gonna do 1 through 15 going across for this one, and then 16 through 31 for this one, also going across. So I'm gonna combine the numbers, pick 5 random shades. We'll have to see. This might be challenging, especially for somebody like me that doesn't do palette bingos pretty much ever. We're gonna see how this goes. So let me jump off camera and pick out those shades, and then we will go ahead and maybe swatch them together so that I can see the color story and hopefully come up with a look. Hello. Well, yes, we are doing this part just on my bed. I think I already mentioned in my video that since I film on my phone, it is impossible for me to do a random number generator so that you guys can actually see it. So I'm going off camera and just doing this separately right now, and then I'll pop right back on. Here are the 2 palettes that, of course, were both collaborations. One was with Kaleidos and Angelica Nyqvist, and the other one was with Odens Eye and Angelica. So I wanted to actually combine these 2 palettes. I might be biting off more than I can chew, considering I've never done a palette bingo before, but that's what I've decided to do. So we shall see how it goes. I'm just holding my phone, so if it's a little shaky, I apologize. And I'm just going to use a regular Google number generator. I just literally typed in random number generator, as you can see. The Club Nebula, oh, can I open this with one hand? Probably not. The Club Nebula palette has 15 shades, and the Odens Eye has 16 shades. So we are starting off with 31 different colors, and I'm going to randomize 5 to use in today's look. And I'm just going to start with the Kaleidos, considering this was the first collab, and we're going to go 1 through 5 and then so on, right? So this is going to be 1 through 15 this way, and then this is going to be 16 through 20 and all the way through to 31. So let me go ahead and put that into the computer and we'll see what we come up with. Okay, so we have a 1 through 31, and if it generates the same color more than once, then I will go ahead and redo it. So number 1, we have 18, 14, 8, 17, and 9. Oh, that's so funny. So we have 8 and 9 and 17 and 18 and 14. All right, let me go ahead and see what those shades are, and then I will, at this point, I think, just pop back on camera. Okay. Whew. So you guys just saw the numbers. I'm a bit in shock because I actually, before jumping back on camera, did take a peek to see which shades got chosen. And oh boy, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. As you just saw, the numbers were 18, 14, 8, 17, and 9. It's 8, 9, 14, which are from this palette, and then 17 and 18 from this palette. The center shade is 8. The matte next to it is 9. So this is Astro and Rock Hopper. And then this beautiful shade that is called Nebula is 14. That's already, to me, like a wild enough color story. But wait, if that wasn't enough, 17 and 18 are Fluorescence, which is this bright lime green shimmer, and Underworld, which is the green right next to it, the matte. So yeah, I mean, I guess it's appropriate that we had to have some bright greeny yellow type shades, considering we are also trying these bright brushes, and this video is a bit of an homage to a very colorful person. Let me swatch these out on my hand just so I have them in front of me as a reference point. Okay, I did end up swatching these in the order that the generator had pulled them up. What you're seeing from the top to the bottom is 18, 14, 8, 17, and 9. So we have Underworld from the Hela Palette by Odens Eye, then Nebula from Club Nebula by Kaleidos, and then there is Astro from Club Nebula, then Fluorescence from the Hela Palette, and Rock Hopper from Club Nebula. I have no idea. No idea. So yeah, what did I get myself into, guys? Ugh. So I think I will go ahead and try to do the green matte more in the inner half of the eye, the Rock Hopper more in my outer V. I think depending on how that goes, I haven't decided if I want to try to use all the shimmers on my lid somehow, or if I want to just put one of them on my lower lash line and just stick to 2 shimmers. I might do that. I might just try to put, maybe keep like the top a little bit lighter and then maybe put the darker shimmer on the lower lash line, but I'm not sure. Let me start with the mattes because I'm gonna do things more my way. I know Angelica usually like packs things and then blends them out, and she tends to go a lot of times from the darkest color to the lightest. So I mean, I can start a little bit with Rock Hopper in my outer V and then go from there. Since I'm already doing something way out of my comfort zone, I guess might as well. All right, I'm gonna start with the EO2 and go into Rock Hopper and put that. Oh, I didn't even prime. Oops. Okay, let's do this over. Okay, I just primed my eyes. I did not even put concealer on yet today because in case we have fallout, I figured it'll be easier for me to do that afterwards. I am going to start with Rock Hopper, the darkest matte that we have. I'm gonna take the EO2 brush and then I'm going to do something, even though I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm gonna start with the outer V and pack this shade on a little bit. And then with the EO4, I'm gonna go into Underworld and put that in my crease in the front here. So first impression on these brushes is super positive. I love how they place the color. I feel like, you know, you don't have to keep building too much. They really do place the color and pack it on very nicely, and then they're so soft. It's super easy to then just go ahead and blend with the same brush. Sorry, I'm now getting all my brushes here confused. Talking and doing makeup has never been something I could do. I have no idea how people do chatty videos all the time. So I am just putting a little bit more of rock copper because I feel like I blended a little bit too much away, since I did go ahead and decide to use this shade in the outer half of the eye. It might as well be visible. As I'm sitting here, I thought of another idea. I could have done a halo eye, but too late. And then I'm going to just blend a little bit more. Usually I would take something like the EO3 and I would go in with a lighter color and buff that all over my crease. That is my usual way of doing makeup. But I figured, since I am doing a video in honor of Angelica, and since I'm already, as I said, doing something way outside of my comfort zone, might as well go big or go home. This is looking a little crazy for me, but that's okay. This is fun. Now we're gonna go with the EO1 and do our first shimmer. And the question is, what do I want to do? I know I definitely want to do fluorescence later on my inner corner and like this inner part. But the question is, do I want to then just do Nebula all over the lid and see how it changes based on like when I lay it on the green versus on this deep purpley gorgeous shade? I do like that shade, this rock copper. But I feel like if I want to see, I'm gonna swatch it first. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna swatch what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna do a little separate swatch of rock copper right there. Right next to it, we're gonna do a swatch of Underworld, because I wanna see if I'm gonna like this enough where I should then go ahead and like extend the matte all the way across my lid. And then we're gonna take Nebula and we are gonna place that over both rock copper and Underworld. I don't know if you guys can see. This poor Nebula shade is getting a hard pan because I've been digging into it so much. I really like those. Do I want that everywhere, or do I want to leave the center bare and then also have that shade be just on its own? I think we'll leave it as is and just see what happens. I'm curious. So as I said, we're gonna take the EO1. I'm gonna first place this dry, but I might go back and spray. I'm gonna just go from here all across. Okay, I want to take the fluffiest brush, the EO3, and without any product, I just want to actually blend everything here a little bit. I'm not hating this. What do you guys think? I think it's kind of cool. It's definitely not something I would do on a daily basis, especially considering lately how little makeup I've been wearing and how simple it is when I do get a chance put some on, but this is fun. I haven't played with makeup like this in a while, so this is super, super fun. Okay, let me put a little bit more of the green. I feel like I lost pretty much all of it, and then we will come back for the lower lash line and the inner corner. All right, we are going to do the lower lash line. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna put a little bit of rock copper, which is the same matte I have on my outer half of the eye. I'm gonna put a little bit of that here and then go with Astro, which is that beautiful bluish shimmer. I'm gonna do that all over the lower lash line, and then we're gonna pop Fluorescence, which is the bright shimmery lime green, into the inner corner. I'm gonna use this last brush, the E05. So far, I'm really liking the brushes. I just feel like, and I don't have too many natural hair brushes to be honest to compare, but I feel like what I love about these is they don't skip. They just glide. So they pack, and then when you blend, it just feels so silky smooth. That's probably the best way I can describe it. It just, I don't have to, I feel like I barely have to work, and it just is so easy, so easy. I do have a little bit of fallout, so I'm glad I did not do my concealer. We'll do that after, and I'll just try to not cover up whatever I'm doing on the lower lash line. Maybe I should have done my concealer now before doing the rest of the eye look. Maybe I will go ahead and do that. Be right back. Concealer done. Back to where we were. Lower lash line. All right, and now I'm gonna take Astro with the same brush. So this is the E05. I'm going to spray this because otherwise I know I'm gonna make a big mess. And I'm gonna try to put this as close to my lash line as possible. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, for this, I definitely needed a pencil brush. And last but not least, we are gonna use fluorescence in the inner corner. I'm gonna use the same brush that I used for Underworld, which was the green matte, and this is the E04 brush. And I'm also definitely gonna spray this. And we are gonna put that in the inner corner. Should be enough for both eyes. There's one bright and beautiful shade. And then I'm gonna take the E01, which still has the leftover Nebula shade, and I'm just gonna blend this bright lime green into it to make it a bit more seamless. And then with the E05, I'm gonna do the same thing right here on the bottom. All right, and now me and my crazy pimply nose are going to finish up this eye look with some eyeliner and mascara, and we're gonna come back and just do some first impression thoughts on these brushes, and of course talk about this palette bingo look that I created. I have the rest of my face on. This is the finished eye look that I created with these two palettes that were both collaborations with Angelica Nyqvist. I think actually after I added some eyeliner and mascara and everything, I am liking this look a lot more than I thought I would, because when I first started, I was not sure, but you know, as they say, trust the process. I've already filmed another video, so now you're seeing this eye look actually about an hour later, so everything kind of mushed together a little bit, but still I think looks super fresh and beautiful. If you're curious to see what is on the rest of my face, it's actually going to be my next video. I did kind of a comparison, and I know a lot of people have done this by now, but I really have wanted to, and because of my schedule haven't gotten around to it, but I did a comparison of the Charlotte Tilbury wands and the e.l.f. Halo glows. So that's coming if you want to hear my first impression thoughts on those products, and if you want to guess which side of my face has what, and drop it in the comments of this video. You know what I'm gonna do? Ooh, I know what I'm gonna do. I haven't done a giveaway in forever, so I'm gonna do a quick little secret giveaway. So I would love for you guys to guess which side of my face has the Charlotte Tilbury products and which side of my face has the e.l.f. products. So here's one side, here's the other. Here's both of them straight on. And I think we're gonna do this. From the time that this video goes up, I'm gonna give you guys 3 days to drop a comment down below with your guess. And whoever gets it right, and there might be more than one person, and in that case I'm just gonna draw a random winner, will win my other Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand in fair to medium shade, because Sephora during the sale messed up and sent me an extra. So I have an extra lying around. I don't have it here with me. It is, I believe, on my kitchen table. Don't ask me why. It's still in the box and everything, brand new. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I think that would be really fun. Instead of saving it for my upcoming 1,000 subscriber giveaway, because who knows when that will happen. My channel is growing, but at snail speed. I think I'm just going to once in a while throw in a secret giveaway here and there. And why not? Why not do it in this one? Because I already told you guys what is happening for the next video. And obviously I'm giving you guys only 3 days, because once that other video goes up, you're gonna know which side is which. I'm going to make sure with my schedule, that's not hard. I'm gonna make sure I wait 3 days to post that other video. And basically as soon as that other video is up, then you know the giveaway has been closed. But that's not what we're here for. We are here to admire the beauty that is Angie's palettes, even with my very bad skills at doing random colors and bingos. And we are here to talk about her beautiful SiNGE brushes. I have to say, and I know it's hard based on first impressions, and I know I haven't really compared them to other brushes in my collection, but I have to say, these are some of the easiest brushes I have ever used. I can't speak to how, how much they perform as far as real hair brushes, because I don't really own a lot of the, high-end, like the Sonia G's and the Wayne Gosses and whatever. The only natural hair brushes I have are Rephr, and I like those, but I do feel like these are a lot easier to use. They are much more smooth. Some of these are much more soft. Silky is really the word that keeps coming back. It just feels so effortless when you blend. I barely feel the brush on my eyes. It's just so silky and seamless and easy. And I have a feeling I'm going to be reaching for these a lot. I think $55, which I don't even know if I mentioned before, is what they cost. I think $55 for these is a fair price. It's maybe not within my budget to, buy multiple sets. I think if I could afford it, I would actually, so that I don't have to clean them all the time. I think I'm going to really, really enjoy these. And I love these bright yellow handles. Yellow has never been my absolute favorite color, but it has been growing on me more and more. I think also because I've been influenced by the people in my life over the years. My best friend's favorite color is yellow. He's always loved yellow. As I said, I've been watching Angie for many, many years. So of course, I've seen a lot of yellow on her channel. My good friend Kelly from Keep Beauty Real loves yellow. So I feel like there's been so many positive experiences and emotions with the color yellow throughout the years that it's definitely growing on me, and I do love this shade. I think Angie did an incredible job. Congratulations to you if you get to see this video on this incredible first release, and just in general on starting this brand. I mean, that is such a huge accomplishment and so hard and such a feat. I know I have a music school, so I am a business owner, and it's really rough, and it's also very hard to continue to motivate yourself and just keep going despite whatever setbacks one might have. Kudos to Angie, and I mean, everything she's ever put her hands to has been fantastic quality so far, and I'm so excited to see what is next for her brand. Let's wrap this up though, because I'm sure this video is way longer as always than it should be, because this is me we're talking about. I would love to know if you picked up these brushes. What do you think about them? What would you compare them to if you have other brushes in your collection that you feel these are comparable to? Maybe there's something I have in my collection that I haven't thought of, and then I would love to actually pull those out and try those side by side to kind of play around and educate myself really more on brushes, because I don't feel like I am as well versed in brushes as a lot of my friends here on YouTube and in the beauty space in general. With that, we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you so much for sticking it out this long. If you're still here, let me know what you think of this eye look, and let me know if you have these palettes and whether you still reach for them and use them and love them. I'm so glad I got to play with them today, and hopefully this will inspire me to reach for them a little bit more. I have a huge collection. It's been a struggle to get through even part of my palettes, but every time I use these, I have always loved the experience. So if you haven't already, one more reminder to please subscribe. I hope that you guys are all doing really, really well. I hope that you are continuing to stay safe and healthy, take care of yourselves and those around you, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Cheers and bye guys.